We're getting ready to go live in about 5 minutes or 2 minutes, however minutes I decide. I got from Jennifer's open book on here. Do a little talking for me while I get situated.
Live blank. Zero.
Hi, I'm Jennifer
Zero
from
layout.
Jennifer's
Blank.
Open Book.
Third eye vision. Blank. Remove from screen. Blank. Third eye action. Mute stop cam
And I
button.
just drank a whole Pepsi, so I got a whole bunch of energy right now.
Mix stop screen. Invited visitors. Link blank. Link having main blank. Comments tab. Banner. Brand tab. Private chat tab. Settings. Tony button. Brand options. Brand code.
So look, I bake cookies.
Did what?
Logo.
And
Blank.
I
Show.
bake cookies. I wanted some peanut butter cookies.
Blank. Upload button.
And I'm
Alright,
at my mom's house. She didn't want me to mess up her dishes.
Blank.
So she has some Mrs. Fields cookies in the freezer. I swear these cookies do not taste like my cookies. My cookies fresh out the oven taste so much better than these cookies. And I'm not just saying that because
Nah,
that's what I do.
you ought to do you ought to do a, like a little expose or a little thing on how you doing and stuff for real. That
I'm
might
a, I'm a bake on the show one day. I gotta get my mom to come over my house and hold my camera and stuff for me.
yeah.
But I'm gonna do one show where I'm gonna bake some cookies.
Well, you could have had them while you sitting up here eating. You could have been eating your cookies, sort of like a mukbang type thing or whatever, if you wanted to.
Well, I told you she wouldn't let me bake my cookies.
Um,
We had to do Mrs. Fields today.
and Mrs. Fields, I never heard of them.
You never heard of Mrs. Fields?
I heard Miss Butterworth.
That's her.
Never heard of Miss Fields. Who that? That's a black lady, white lady.
I don't know what color Mrs. Fields is. I just know that they sell Mrs. Fields. They used to sell them. Excuse me. They used to sell them in a mall all the time. Everybody, that was like the go-to place to get cookies.
Oh,
And I think they sell them in a grocery store. I'm not sure. These came from a fundraiser we did for the schools.
oh, okay. No, I never heard of them. Anyway, let's get on what I got to get on, and I'm gonna do my interlude, and we're gonna be back with the topic of the day with my girl from Jennifer's Open Book. Y'all, please support these channels, man, for real. Please share. So I'll be back on the other side.
Hi. Blank. Show. Enter.
That's right. We're on live. We're gonna get this thing one way or another. What's up, y'all?
Logo. Number 30. Brand options button. Tony settings button. Private chat tab. Brand tab. Banner tab. Comments tab. Enter. Tab. Comments tab. Select reduce box. First banner tab. Brand tab. Private chat tab. Settings button. Use the 100 stream large live view of show. Podcast with end. Select your destinations for Select your destinations for both.
Welcome to another edition of Third Eye Vision. See how I made that rhyme. What's happening with y'all? My name is Anthony Parker. I am joined by my sidekick, my partner in crime, Jennefer from Jennifer's Open Book. Today's topic, and we're just going to touch on it just at one time. How have you been affected by the how you say it? Virus. That's right, coronavirus. And I want you all to share the video if y'all like. We are live. We want you to definitely subscribe and talk about maybe in the comments how you all have been affected, blind people, more specifically, because I know it is an alter-changing experience. Also, share the video. We can't do nothing by making moves unless you share the video. Am I right, Jennefer?
Yeah, share, like, share.
Share her
Subscribe.
video. Yeah, her video, my video, her video, my video, her video. Just share all the videos that y'all feel educating. I am on Periscope and I am on the Parker Daniel Show page tonight simply because I'm trying to reach a wider audience. And I want you all to not just listen to it because I'm not going to post that much on here because that defeats the chances of you all subscribing to the channel. But since this is a topic that needs to be discussed, I thought I'd touch everybody in my life. So please go and share, go subscribe to it, and let me know what you think about it. Also hit the likes, thumbs up, and things of that nature. So let's jump into the topic. How have you been affected by the coronavirus?
Go. Sorry about that. Go in there with your nana.
We are live. Anything can happen.
Sorry.
That's okay. How have you been affected by the coronavirus? And we're gonna allow Jennefer to open the discussion and talk about how have you been affected.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have not been affected as much as a lot of people have. My routine really is like the store, my mom's house. I might go work out or something like that. I have not been able to go work out because they closed the schools and my daughter is home from school. So I have been gaining a little bit of weight.
Uh-oh.
Like it's not like I'm not suffering, but I'm gaining weight because I'm bored eating and I haven't been able to work out. I
Uh-oh.
haven't been able to go get my eyebrows arched.
Oh, there you go.
I haven't
Typical
been able to
female.
go get no pedicure,
So you
no
know
manicure.
you know what that means. You have to create a makeshift gym so you can do some push-ups, sit-ups, and things like
So
that.
I exercise in my living room, but it's not the same. I go over to the gym to like do my cardio to get on the elliptical and stuff like that. And I don't have a machine in my house.
Mhm,
And I keep on thinking about because they haven't closed the gym in my building because it's not very many people who go over there. So
mhm.
I keep on trying to figure out how to keep my daughter occupied if I take her over there. But she's 4. So she's gonna want to climb on everything. So I haven't figured that part out yet. But I mean, as far as like going, I'm not feeling what I want to say. I'm not getting like cabin fever or anything like
Right,
that
right.
because I can come over to my mom's house and we're not like going to the stores like that. Of course, there's barely anything on the shelves. But like if we need something, we can still like run out to the store or something like that.
Hmm.
I
As
think my baby she goes outside to ride her bike. Like we're not living indoors like that because before this virus started, I
mhm,
know it's a long answer. I'm sorry. Before this virus started, we did the things that people should be doing now. Like when we go out, as soon as we come in the house, we wash our hands. Even
uh,
when we left the stores, we put on hand sanitizer and wiped our hands off and stuff. And then we come in the house, and the first thing we did was washed our hands.
mhm.
Um, Now I kind of have my daughter change her clothes when we come in the house. If we're not going nowhere else, I'll have her like take off her clothes or something like that, and like
that's
change her clothes and stuff.
that's kind of a good point. But before I go and talk about that, it hasn't really affected me too much. It's just the fact that people are talking about it so much, and I understand why because it's some to a lot
It's
of
just
people.
scary.
Yeah, it's a new thing, but I haven't really I really haven't been going anywhere prior to this. So this is basically to my mama's house, as I mentioned, and to my quote unquote job and things of that nature. But it hasn't been any major. I haven't really felt any effects. It's just the fact that I'm trying my best to stay away from all the TV reports. But you can't help it because by it being new, you really don't know
They
what's
everywhere.
going on and what have you. But I have a little boy that is an issue as well because I mean I have to try my best to keep him busy. So we back outside. He's a trampoline, so we back inside, outside, or he plays with his game or things of that nature and what have you. So that's a task in itself. But I wanted to ask you, what do you actually think about the situation in terms of what's going on with the virus in terms of all the quarantine issues and how it has spread it so fast and people really are dying real quick from the virus. As a matter of fact, I just heard of DJ Black and Mouth out of New Orleans. He does bounce music. Just is had succumbed to the virus just recently. So let me get your take on that.
So it's scary because what's really scary is that it's something that spread it really fast. It's not a new virus. Um, People have been talking about how Corona has been on the back of Lysol cans for 20 years, and they're calling it K-19 because this strain is something that started last year. But what's scary is how it spread it. You heard about it like one day, and then the next day, the whole world is being affected by it, closing off borders, and people are being quarantined, quarantine and everything. And I think a lot of that, I think the issue is people being irresponsible.
Hmm.
Okay, it's something that you could possibly get quite easily. And what's scary is that they don't have a cure for it, and that people are dying rapidly from it, and they're getting different wrong information about how to handle it. And some of the doctors, I was on a phone call last night
Mm,
with a biochemist, and he was telling us about how some of the doctors are being irresponsible and not telling people, like people who don't have symptoms, they're not telling those people once they're diagnosed to stay in their homes for 14 days, which we're all doing anyway.
mm,
But this one situation, a doctor wrote a prescription, and the guy, he did, since the doctor didn't tell him to stay home, he went and got his prescription filled and everything.
mm.
And he went through the drive-through, but this man I was talking to last night said even that was dangerous. And if he'd have known that the guy was diagnosed, he wouldn't have filled his prescription. And I said, I don't know how. I had questions like, how was that man going to get his prescription if you didn't fill it? And he said, well, he could have sent a friend or family member. But that being said, you're putting that person in harm's way too. And what I'm saying is a lot of things can be prevented if people follow the simple rules of hand washing, staying, a few feet away from however many feet you're supposed to
Six
stay away
feet.
from. 6 feet, okay. Wash your hands, stay 6 feet away from people, don't touch your face, stuff like, if people follow those simple directions, then you can
At
prevent
least,
it, or
yeah.
at least you have a better chance of not getting it than somebody who would. So if people were being more responsible, like them fools down there on the beach,
Hmm.
them, them thousands of teenagers or whoever, why would y'all do that? That's nasty on a regular day.
And and
Okay, like
and
that's just unsanitary.
And let me chime in and say that, and that I don't understand. I understand, at some point that you have to be quarantined. I understand lockdowns or things like that. Like that's, I mean, especially like during this situation. If it's a situation where you have to be quarantized, if that's the word, yeah, go ahead on and do that. I mean, there's no need to have parties. There's no need to have function, because this virus is really spreading real fast. I'm not an expert on it. I'm not acting like it. I'm just stating that, like echoing what you just stated. People are not heeding the warning. I mean, because
They're not being responsible.
right there, and this is really happening at a fast pace. I want to ask you also, like, as far as people being tested, do you think that? Because I was talking to my mom today, and she mentioned this. I don't know if it was my mom or somebody else was mentioning about the testing situation. They have a situation where the only way people are tested is if they are recommended by their doctors. Do you think that that's a good thing, or you think that everybody who just everyone should be tested regardless if they've had a form from the doctor?
I think that depends on where you are, because here they're just testing people if you make an appointment with your doctor, because they're testing people for free. So they're testing people who don't have symptoms. Like the guy who I was talking about yesterday, he didn't have any symptoms, but he got tested and he tested positive. So they're testing people. Like I said, I think it depends on where you live. Where I am, they're testing you whether you have symptoms or not,
And that's
and
that's
you don't
that's
have, and your doctor is doing the testing. They had drive-through places. I know they got them in New Orleans
mm,
where you can do drive-through testing.
mm. They have them down here as well. I think all well. If I don't want to sound ignorant to the fact, but I think for sure they have the drive-through testing. Now they may have some places where you actually can go in, but I want to say that I don't know, man. I really think that I know it'll put the whole world at a standstill. But I think if you feel that you think you have it, or you just want to be tested, I think that you
Go
should
get
be.
tested if that's what you want to do. I think you should be able to, because people are terrified. You can't scare people like that and then deny them testing.
There you go. Yeah, exactly, and then that's
Yeah.
the honest truth. Well,
And here's my question. Here's my question. After let's say, like right now, I don't know if this is everywhere. Right now we're on 30-day lockdown, okay?
uh,
Right. So after these 30 days are over with, after they've cleaned out all it, because they've shut down everything but like hospitals, what is the hospitals, the grocery and drugstores, gas stations.
Mm,
The restaurants are open, but only for takeout and
right,
drive-through.
right.
So after all of this, after the cleanup, everybody sanitized their businesses and everything. After the 30 days,
Mm,
when everything starts to get back to normal, because from what I understand, the estimation of this country get back to normal probably won't be until August. But even then, in August, after everything is kind of going back to normal, right?
mm,
What what are they doing about this virus? You know what I mean?
right,
Like it still exists.
right.
So there's the point that I'm making is it's still going to exist. It's not going to go away. It's something that's been brought to our attention. We every if you guys don't know, this is a plague. This qualifies as a serious plague right now,
Exactly.
okay? But after all of that, is everybody going to go back to normal, or will people start being responsible so that we don't have to go through this next year? Next year is probably going to be something else. But what I'm saying is, like, everybody should be learning right now how to wash their hands. Everybody should be washing their hands, keeping their clothes clean, keeping their hands out their face. You just saw me, well, you didn't, but people who were watching just saw me touch my face like 5 times because I have allergies, but
Mm,
I keep hand sanitizer and soap on me at all times. So I'm not just touching my face. But what I'm saying is, like, you have to continue even after everything goes back to normal,
mm,
because there's still going to be a possibility for you to get this or any other disease. This one is just one that took over the world real fast. But everything that you're doing now, everything that you're going through now, it could have happened with a flu, with a common cold, with a stomach ache. It could have spread it real fast. And it's because people are not responsible. They're not being responsible. You should be worried if you're not concerned about your family, if you're not concerned about the rest of the world, you should be concerned about yourself.
mhm.
You just don't go around touching stuff and then putting your hand in your mouth and stuff like that. That's just gross. Like I said, it's gross on any day. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's
Even with the sneezing and the coughing in your sleeve, that's something that my 4-year-old does that. She learned that in pre-K. She learned to sing happy birthday and her ABCs while she's washing her hands. She's 4 years old. I don't understand why adults can't follow those rules.
and that's what I want to. That's what I want to chime on too, because you bring out some good points in terms of after this is over with. I mean, what happens then? Because I mean, they haven't really come up with any medicine for the virus, or they claim that they haven't, and they're working on it. So after this is over with, we don't know 30, 40 days, or maybe next summer. I don't know what happens then. When are we going to find out if there's any type of medicine that's going to treat this particular illness and sickness or what have you? Because that's the scary part on my part. You know what I'm saying? Because as we are talking about how has it affected me, it is affecting me in the way of like me worrying. Of course, anything that's unknown, you're gonna worry, and especially if you don't have any straightforward answers for that. So that's been the biggest part for me. Again, we are speaking about the coronavirus. I don't know why I don't want to say coronary, but the coronavirus. How has it affected you? And I'm talking with my girl Jennefer from Jennefer's Open Book and what have you. And we definitely would like for y'all to put in the subscriptions. How has it affected you? Comment, let us know, man, because we want to know. We sharing our thoughts and what we think, maybe a good resolution in order to end this for you and whatnot. You have any more you want to say?
I think that they are working. They're probably working on. I'm sure that they're working on a vaccination for it. And what I heard last night again from this biochemist is that they have a combination of medications that they saw results in. It's They pretty much like testing it out on people though.
Uh-huh.
They're not like recommending it, but some doctors are prescribing it because they've seen it work for people. So they are trying to do something about it. Um, I'm not gonna get into my whole
Right.
conspiracy. I'm not gonna get into my whole conspiracy theorist things
Mm.
because I'm one of those people. But yeah, they are working on something for it, and they'll probably have it together by the summer, and
Okay.
they'll have everybody lined up for a vaccination or something.
Well, I
But
hope
then,
so.
but then next year it'll probably be something else. As long as I keep on saying this, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, as long as nobody starts a zombie apocalypse, I'm cool. It's not bothering me. So when somebody yells zombie, I'm just gonna have a heart attack and die immediately. You ain't gotta worry about the zombies getting me.
I hear. Well, it has affected me. Look, girl, I got a little cold right now, and every little thing I'm checking for symptoms. It's not funny, but really, I was at my mama's house. I'm like, man, I don't know. Sometimes when you have a when you think about something in a strong manner, like man, I don't know, it kind of like makes you a little nervous. So I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
so
checking
when
my
your throat start hurting, you get nervous.
look, I'm checking my forehead. I'm not one of my friend girls at the job saw me checking my temperature. She's like, "You feeling your forehead?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I ain't think nobody saw me. I want to make sure it's just my sinus is piling, it's acting up." But yeah, it's causing you to be a great deal of conscious about certain things. And I mean, another thing, I know it's a little a little simple, but I'm missing my sports, and it has interrupted my life. I was ready for the NCAA's, and that was canceled. So it's put a lot of things at standstill. And like you said a couple of days ago, it has caused you to become more like family oriented, because I mean I've always been a family man, but you're doing more so with them, and just focusing on the things that you probably would have had it not been for this virus.
And
Is it
I recommend people to focus on like stuff like I talked about this yesterday or day before yesterday. I was talking about focusing on things that you wanted to do
right?
that you were able to do, things around the house that you wanted to do. Try to focus more on that and focus on your health, and if you
Right.
have family at home, like focus on your kids and stuff like that. Don't focus so much on all of the negativity and the scariness. I'm saying be safe.
Right.
Make sure that you and your family is safe. But we don't live in bubbles. We don't.
That's right.
We don't live in bubbles.
That's right.
So yeah, take care of you.
Thank you, thank you. That is so true. So, Jennifer, as we conclude, because we don't want to run this in the ground, but this is the last time that I'm gonna speak about it on my channel, and I don't. I'll let Jennifer speak on herself about how.
I ain't talking about it no more after this.
How you talk about it.
But I'm about to tell you like this. Somebody pointed out that this was kind of like, it was another conspiracy theorist. They were talking about population control. This has nothing to do with population control. And let me tell you how I know. It's gonna be so many babies being born in 9 months because they got people locked up in a house with
Okay.
nothing to
Look. So long as they can do all they want to, as long as they don't come out with have name their child Corona Johnson,
Don't name your baby
Corona,
Corona.
or or COVID. Hi, this is my little baby. Oh, he's so cute. What's his name? COVID-19 Johnson. What's, oh,
You know how people do. Don't do it,
yeah,
y'all.
yeah. You know how they do. You know what I'm saying? But
Because
hey,
y'all gonna remember it in 9 months. Y'all gonna be like, "Hey, you remember that one night
huh,
when we was in quarantine?"
and we didn't know if we were sick or not. Boy, we got it
Right,
all.
right. It's gonna be lots of babies being born in
Yes.
9 months.
Well, Jennifer, what you got next in store coming up on your channel?
I don't know. I'm trying to keep it light and do something fun. I don't know. I don't want to tell y'all. I got some ideas, but I don't want to tell y'all about them until.
Well, just give me one idea on my channel. I'll do it for you.
Okay. um, I'm thinking about. I see a lot of baby mama, baby daddy discussions, and I kind of want to talk about that and give my 2 cents on that. It might probably don't matter because I don't have those kind of issues, but I have been a part of that drama, so I want to talk about that a little bit.
And let me tell y'all, she got no filters on her channel. So y'all
Zero.
see, I'm not clean, but I try to maintain it until a certain point. But she
I'm
just
clean.
she just go all out. So the thing of it is, what about the conspiracy theorists and all this other stuff? Y'all want to know about that? Y'all go over to her channel. She might have something about that on the coronavirus, because I'm gonna keep mine under wraps, but she gonna let it all out. But yeah.
I say what I want to say. I just don't cuss.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
don't
yeah.
cuss.
Well, you can definitely expect some good stuff from her. Give them the name and where they can find you at and all that stuff. While I come.
You can find me at Jennifer's Open Book. JINNER apostrophe S.
Hold on. Stop. Go ahead. Because I was doing something. Go ahead. Tell them
Okay.
again.
You want
Go
me
ahead.
to start over?
Yeah.
Jennifer's Open Book. JINNERFER apostrophe S. Open Book. You guys can also find me on Twitter and Instagram under Miss Jennefer S. And on Facebook under Jennefer Janelle. JINNERFER JINNELLE. So come and check me out. My channel is to motivate you to be a better you. And sometimes I do it really sweetly. Most of the time I do it really sweetly, but sometimes I just flat out come out and tell you to get up off your rusty dusty and do something with your life.
Okay. Oh, and speaking of motivate, I forgot to do my as we close. I forgot to do my motto. So when I say each one of them, you say and. Okay. You want to do that?
Okay.
Let me say.
I do.
We're gonna do it in take one. Welcome to Third Eye Visions, where we motivate the blind,
And
stimulate. Wait. All right.
you the one
Yeah.
that
I mean, okay. Stimulate the. Oh, I did it. That was right.
I think yeah.
Three,
Yeah.
2, 1. Welcome to Third Eye Visions, where we motivate the blind,
And
stimulate your mind,
and
welcome all kinds. So we did that in 2 takes. That was my bad, but yeah, we having fun. That's just bring a little light to what is going on now. But I definitely want y'all to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for those who have rocked with me up until this point, and for you all on Periscope and my Parker Daniel show, make sure y'all go and subscribe to the channel, because I ain't gonna keep giving y'all this for free. Y'all need to go and subscribe, and definitely check out Jennifer's Open Book. And if y'all have any questions, comments, whatever, as I prolong, y'all definitely send it to us, and we'll have either way one of us will get it and win out. So with that being said, I want to thank Jennifer's mother for watching her little girl while we doing our thing. And I want to thank my mama and my friends and my cousins, everybody who has supported me throughout this venture, because it has not been an easy one. So with that being said,
Main read end broadcast button.
out.
Enter. Dialogue. Main unlabeled graphic not yet button. End broadcast button. Enter. Chat button.